So, seems like we are live. If anybody's watching, please let me know if sound quality and camera is everything is good, so we can continue with the stream. Yeah. So, welcome to another live stream. And in this live stream, I'm going to discuss a community project that I want you guys to work on. And this is the project which is on the screen right now, Express Chat app. And I would like my community to contribute on this, but don't push on the main branch. It's the only request I have. If you are, sorry, the master branch basically. So if you are on the master branch, just cut a branch from this one, put your name on it, and then slash the feature that you are working on. And yeah. Hey, server ghost. So if you haven't caught up with the stream, this is a repository that I am presenting on the screen, which I would like to declare as a community project in which I would like my subscribers and my audience to contribute to as a way of, contributing to open source basically. So this is a very simple chat application that uses Socket.io. So if you go to the server.js, you would see this server.js file. Now it uses Redis and everything. So make sure to have a Redis application installed in your Windows environment, or if you are using Ubuntu like a real developer, then make sure that you have Redis ported at 6379. Hey Gautam, yeah, good morning, good afternoon to you as well, man. How you doing? So this project basically uses Socket.io. At the very bottom, you can see IO on connection socket. Let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, IO on connection socket, then app.set WebSocket as socket, because I don't want multiple instances of the Socket.io. Oh, hey Karthik. I don't want multiple instances of WebSocket instantiated everywhere. So when the server boots up, it just takes the WebSocket and it's setting it to app itself, which will be accessed later in the whatever. That's all right, server. You can. See, I would ask everybody to not push on the master branch. Just don't do it, please. I have a local copy created on master, so if anybody ends up pushing on master, you are ruining it for everybody. So just do git checkout -b. Okay, let me show it. Did I delete it? Anyway. So just yeah, this is the open source project. So just copy this and go to your terminal, and you should do cd yeah cd yeah, and now just type git clone the repository. What is it? And right after that, when you do the git clone, yes, obviously Spring Boot is used. Spring Boot is the GOAT. So just cd into it, chat app, and just do git checkout -b, your name, like server ghost. If you want to contribute, just do server ghost / feature name. So now you are switched to a new branch called server ghost feature name. Write whatever you want, and after that just use git add git commit, and at the end just do git push origin server ghost / feature name. So this project, this code that you have written in this one will be pushed to your branch. And as a result of that, I want to make content about reviewing your guys' code. I won't be blasting out your names. So I won't be blasting out your branch names either. So it will completely be anonymous and no one will be able to figure out who did it. But it's a nice opportunity to take your style of writing code and weigh the pros and cons out of it. That's basically my idea. So what do you think? Yeah, so create a branch and push on it. Yeah, exactly. Don't push to master, please. It's all I ask. Yeah. What do you guys think? Yes, code reviews will be helpful, but be assured that your name or your branch or your identity won't be blasted out. So feel free to write whatever you want. I'll make sure to censor everything relating to your identity or your branch name, but your code will be, Habib, I didn't see what you wrote there just now, but it's recorded. You got caught lacking. Yeah, you're right. I have no idea about this. Can you share the link? Yes, I can. Here you go. Nah, nah. That's worthless. Oh, yeah, I should mention. Study the code first, please. Please study the code. Don't update the README and, push it. Also give client code. This is all the code. How to get a good package placement off campus? I don't know, bro. Watch my resume video. You will see that I started from 6,000 rupees a month salary. So I wouldn't know how to get a good package. I don't know. Solve lead code problems, apply to, apply everywhere. And yeah, Gotham. The client code is basically the pages. Inside that, there is a chat EJS and there is a login.ejs. These two are the only things. And this is a headstyle.ejs. And one more thing I would like to mention. If you want to see how I did it when I initially wrote it, then you can watch two of my videos. Yeah, here you go. This is the first video that you can watch, and this is the second video you can watch. So Server Ghost, if you want to watch me create this project from scratch, then you can watch these videos and you will get that idea that how I'm thinking and what I'm thinking and blah, 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 right? See, 6,000 stipend, Gautam, that's a different case. I started with zero stipend. I didn't pay the company did not pay me. It was a mutual, we are not gonna exchange money thing. EJS, what's that? EJS is a templating engine for Express.js view files. So you can show the data, the server side, basically a templating engine, EJS. If you are aware of Laravel, you may know that Laravel uses Blade templating engine. So every file is named something something dot blade dot php. So these files are named. Did I close? Okay. Yeah, so that's EJS. So server.js basically start from .env, create error, express, path, cookie parser, blah blah blah. I take the database, blah blah blah. Make sure to have Redis installed, index router and this. Then I have a server rate limiter. Server rate limiter basically because in case you want to rate limit your requests on your chat application, that somebody shouldn't be able to, spam the API with 10,000 API calls a minute. So that is why I have added a rate limiter. So if you can take this rate limiter and you can spin up your own use case with it, feel free to do so, because I didn't do it when I was writing it. I would also like this chat application to go in the direction of sending images and videos and links and documents uploaded from what is it, your local system. So take any sort of web WhatsApp feature and try to implement it. Try to implement two-factor authentication using that Google authentication where you have to scan a code or you have to put a 6-digit number that expires every 30 seconds. So basically this is a very scratch project, very scratch project. And you can build on it however you like. Just make sure to create your own branch and don't push on master. Please do not push on master. You're going to ruin it for everybody. Best MERN course for free. This is the best course. I'm giving you basically an assignment, Naveen, that I gave you a direction. You have the code base to begin with, and now you can implement it whatever you want. A chat application like web WhatsApp has so many features, so many things to do. You want to use React, go for it. You want to use MongoDB, go for it. You want to use Express, it's already written in Express, go for it. So you have the starter code. So any course that teaches you basics but also lets you build real things is the best course. And I'm giving this away for free. So just yeah, take this in this chat, take this repository, clone it, cut your own branch and contribute on it. My question is that is there a lack of opportunities for BCA student if he has good command on dev and no basic to intermediate BCA? Nah, I don't believe so. You will be in competition with master students, master degree students, but yeah, I don't think it is. Oh, welcome Gautam. I got part 1 and 2 both, very helpful. Thanks, Ed. You're welcome. Hey Tavish, how you doing? RP Lochin says, any advice for college freshers? You're gonna pay for the APIs. Oh, okay, advice for college freshers. What sort of advice do you need? I mean, there are so many things like live your life, enjoy the college life. I'm not too keen on working like 6 hours, 8 hours a day. You're gonna lose out on your social life. So if you are a college fresher, focus on your college classes, try to learn as much as possible and live your life, man. Nothing is going to be achieved if you rush for it. You're gonna pay for the APIs. Pay for the APIs? This is an open source project, bro. Or do you mean any third-party APIs like I would pay for? Not clear. Could you please clear that out? Okay, .ejs work with same project front-end and back-end. EJS don't have separate like client and server. Yeah, exactly. So in the same project, I both have the back-end and the front-end. By the way, I don't see. Oh, routes index. Man, I was a complete noob when I was doing this. In the routes folder itself, I'm writing the logic like this. I should have broken it down into controllers and, done it that way, but I didn't. And that's where you guys have the opportunity. Take this spaghetti monolith architecture and spin up into your own better organized code. I think that's where you should begin. Not just take my code for granted and build on it. Maybe you need to refactor the entire thing into a standardized structure. So you can say that, okay, you wrote it this way, but this way is better. So I can review it and I'll merge your PRs. I don't care. Okay. I don't like JavaScript, but it's so widely used. It is the language of the internet, bro. If you're gonna survive on the internet as a web dev, you're gonna have to learn JavaScript. There is no other alternative. There are so many JavaScript frameworks like PHP, Python, Java. They have their own base. But being a web developer, JavaScript is like the baseline. You have to know JavaScript in some shape or form. I know personally JavaScript, jQuery, and Tailwind. I don't think Tailwind is a CSS now. Tailwind doesn't categorize it. But anyway. Okay. Oh, sorry to hear that, Tabish. Yeah, every live stream is sort of its own live stream, Tabish. I'm not creating. Yeah, I'm not creating any series of live streams where I'm doing one thing in one live stream and other thing in another live stream. Sorry, a continuation of the previous live stream. I'm not doing that. So this live stream is basically about taking this code base, giving it out to you guys, cut your branches and contribute on it. So yeah, which is a good tutorial for React on YouTube. I think Web Dev Cody, I think that is the guy you should look for. My advice for college students, don't waste your time, read code and learn, but also live your life, Gautam. Said, how do I approach project in a course? So I have been following a C course and have project at the end. Should I follow video, follow along, or just watch and create project independently? Create project independently. Don't, that's the only real way to learn. Let's face it. Following footsteps and getting your hand held every step of the way, it kind of morphs you into this developer that can't think and act on their own. So create a project independently. That's how you learn. I want to create project using Spring Boot and React, but there are no proper resources on YouTube to learn from. Unlike for Mern, there are so many project videos. I'm so confused. So don't worry about the tech stack. Worry about the idea. Like how I said, this is a chat application. To create your chat application using React and Spring Boot and piece it together from there. Why do you have to care about resources? The documentation link is there. Spring Boot has great community support. That's the two things you need. So start building it and work your way from there. And you don't need resources for it, frankly. Piece it together, you'll get there. Yes, 10K for the win. Prime Time did review my video. Greatest moment of my life. If you watch that video, then towards the regret section, you can see it in the YouTube chat that I'm saying yes, yes, yes. I was literally jumping up and down when I was watching that. Like, holy crap, I got featured on Prime's channel so early into my YouTube career. Like, I'm in 2 years. And within 2 years, I got to a position where I'm getting featured on Theo's channel, Prime's channel. And I'm still sure that it's only like a couple months since that video has been up. So somebody else might react on it, or it might even like make its way into the algorithm once again. But anyway, I'm not banking on that. Next video I will be creating today, it will be about the 9 to 5 conundrum, where everybody is saying that 9 to 5 is bad, 9 to 5 will ruin your life, blah blah blah. And I really do not agree with that. So I will have to create a video talking about that, because it's quite important. Because these videos, when you watch and you get a sense of 9 to 5, it's an absolute misery to live by and all that, then you're not going to live a happy life from your job. When I was doing my 9 to 5, I looked at it as an investment. I never thought of it as something that my boss is exploiting me, he's making money off of me, anything like that. I saw it as an investment. I had to see it like, okay, I'm struggling now. I have to face poverty for some time, but it's going to pay off. And I kept working and not caring about money and everything. Neither security. I never cared about getting fired or whatever. And alternatives was there was no alternatives. I always thought that this is the way to go. This is what I'm gonna do, because so many famous entrepreneurs, they also do 9 to 5 in their early career stages. Because the thing is, right, with a 9 to 5, you do get exposure to the real world, how it's supposed to work. You make connections and things. Um, when you do freelance from the very beginning, you have people coming in, giving you work, paying you, and walking away. But with 9 to 5, you do have a steady set of people that you work every week, every month. So they do share tidbits about who they talk to or how they operate and how a certain department is operating. It just goes beyond your work agreements, the friendships that you create, the networks that you create. It's all very, uh, it's all important in a 9 to 5 when you do that. So these people saying that 9 to 5 will kill your future or making you a slave or whatever, it's a bad thing to say. Because why is it that only 9 to 5 gets this kind of heat? You know why? Because 99% of the audience out in the real world does 9 to 5. That is why they always target 9 to 5, because they know that if they talk about 9 to 5, it's going to hit the algorithm, it's going to get blasted out to so many people, and they're going to get views and all sorts of things. Oh, hey, Yashant. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How about you? Um, After that, and the alternatives that gets told to us, like, oh, just instead of a 9 to 5, just do YouTube channel or just do freelancing or just open up your own company, as if there is no security problem there. And the reasoning behind it is if 9 to 5 don't offer security, therefore go off into starting your own business or create a YouTube channel and blah blah blah. And that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Like, so many people I know that have gone bankrupt starting a company and all that. Yes, there is a risk to reward ratio, but you also have to realize that moment you start your own company and you put that on your resume that I started a company back in blah blah blah, you automatically blacklist yourself from every company recruiter ever. Because the moment they see on your resume that this guy has started a company before, they're gonna think that you are using that company as a stepping ladder to get to the next level by making some money 6 months or 10, 12 months into working, and then start another company off of the back of this company's product. So starting a company or going freelancing is already very risky. Freelancing is terrifying. I can tell you, it terrifies me every month, thinking that I survived this month and I made decent money. But what will happen next month? What will be like if my clients told me that, okay, Sid, the product that we have got from you, the project that we have been working on is fine, it's running stable, we have the documentation, we can deal with the outages and everything. So we don't need your services anymore. And this is it, goodbye. And they walk away. This is something that sometimes I get terrified thinking about these things. Like, yeah, this month I survived, I made some money, but what about the next month? Like, I have a Patreon subscription. I do check Patreon every now and then just to see if anybody new signed up. And when they don't, and when I see that nobody else has signed up just yet, it does terrify me. And what about my existing patrons? What if they decide to just, stop giving me money and walk away? What will happen then? It's all of it is terrifying. Starting your own company, you run the risk of going bankrupt. Going freelancing, you run the risk of your clients walking away. You become a content creator, you do put yourself out on blast to the real world where they judge your future and they make you this YouTuber. It's all very terrifying. I can be held hostage by you guys. If I said something that you guys did not agree with, boom, I'm gonna lose subscribers. If I said something controversial and I got featured on Mutahar or Sunny V2 or Voice Critical, it's all gone. So the real message in these videos should be that you should have a realistic goal. If you're gonna do 9 to 5, you're gonna have to accept that might not be the life you are expecting, but you're gonna have to look at it as an investment. That yeah, for the next 4 years I'm gonna work 9 to 5, but I will look at it as an investment, so that if it doesn't work out for you, or you get laid off, or you get paid less, you at least have a backup plan with you. You at least had that mindset in the beginning. Or if you start freelancing, you're gonna have to keep a realistic goal there. It's also that the clients may walk away from you. You're not gonna make it as a freelancer. It might work out for 6, 8 months, 12 months, but it's not gonna be sustainable your entire life. If you start a content creation channel, you're gonna have to keep a realistic goal that it might not be hitting 1,000 subscribers in a 1 week, or I might not be able to sustain the number of subscribers throughout my tenure, or I might lose everything in one shot. So, or starting your own business, you're gonna have to accept it as a realistic goal, that if I start a company today, I might not be even in the top 1% for the next 10 years. Or if anything, my company can close down and I can go bankrupt like all the other entrepreneurs have. So in these things, I would rather, instead of over motivating you, I would rather under motivate you. Because at least with under motivation, you're not gonna kick yourself when you fail. You're gonna pick yourself up back again, and you're gonna try again. The same thing with getting jobs with all of you. Most of the questions that I get is regarding placements, jobs, and everything. So when you decide to put an over motivating goal on yourself that I will get a job in the next 6 months, you are setting yourself up for failure. Because if you do end up a job, then fine, it's a massive confidence boost. But you're gonna have to be realistic about it, that it might not work out. Okay, my laptop is about to die. Don't die on me. क्या हुआ? Yeah. So I would rather like under motivate you instead of over motivating you. That's healthy in the long run. You are so right, bro. I got so frustrated and I felt like a vegetable while following along those videos. Yeah, it happens. Server goes, it happens. Yeah, so anyway, being under motivated about something is way better than over motivated, because anybody can come on camera and yell at it like you should do this and have that motivational music behind them. And that gray filter, I don't know why this gray filter thing is so relevant. They can do this, but it's going to like set yourself up for failure. And 6 months into your goal, if you don't get a job, you're gonna kick yourself, you're gonna call yourself a failure, and you're not gonna try again, which is not something I want to happen to you guys. I want you to keep a realistic goal that, okay, in the next 6 months, I'm gonna get a job, but in the process, I might face a lot of rejections, I might face a lot of those things, and this may not work out as at all. And I might need to take 9 months or 12 months or like 13 months for this. That is how you keep realistic goals. So this is the next video idea. Basically, this is what you guys are going to see. I think I said the entire script in one shot, did I? Good for you, buddy. Watched whole video. Yeah, so did I. So did I. I have watched the whole video like 5 times. I like, still couldn't believe like what happened to me. AI is getting crazy. Even prime time reacted. You're from my Discord community, aren't you? Server goes. Okay. Sir, I am in a tier 3. Should I prepare for off campus or gate? See, this is a very, it is a very personal take, Aryan. I can't tell you that. Because what if I told you prepare for gate and it does not work out for you? It's gonna fall on my consciousness, isn't it? Conscience, isn't it? So preparing for off-campus is better in a way that at least there is no goals there, but there is no exams there. But if you fail gate, then that confidence hit that you will take will affect your interviewing skills later in off-campus. So prepare first for off-campus, get something going, get the ball rolling, then later prepare for gate. बाबू थोड़ा पानी ला देना. पानी ला देना. Thank you. Every YouTuber wants to make videos about what to do in your first year college life or working in companies, but as a student, I don't know what not to do as a college student or a fresher in a company. See, this is something that you will learn with experience. When you get hired and you go into the company and you make mistakes, that is when you learn it. I made the mistake of opening up in front of colleagues and they used it against me. That's when I realized I should never talk on a personal level with colleagues. What they do outside of the workplace and what I do outside of the workplace is of no concern to them. So you make mistakes and you learn from it. So don't beat yourself about it, because we can come on camera and tell you a list of things like, okay, step 1, don't do this, step 2, don't do this, and it's still not gonna matter. You're gonna make those mistakes anyway. Oh, hey, Code Cracker. Why are you guys retracting your messages, man? What's happening? Say something with your chest, bro. Who cares? Sid, a follow-up on my project question. So how do I approach the project? Like, should I watch the project video in one go and try to recreate the project independently, like without looking at the video? I say don't even look at the video. I say that take the idea from the project and build it from scratch. From whatever you have learned before, create it from scratch. Write something, review it, get confused, forget everything, start over, and repeat the cycle over and over again. You're not gonna be perfect in your very first attempt. You're not gonna create the best looking code in your first attempt. Like, look at this code right here. Select star from users where ID equal to falana limit 1. Do you really think this is the way to run SQL queries? I could have used SQLize as an ORM for my database, right? But I didn't. So this is the V1 of the project. So you guys will actually create the V2 of this project. So I say take the project idea, create it without looking at any video, just do Stack Overflow Medium articles and just try to create it off of that and try to understand what you are doing, right? See, freelancing is bad, freelancing is hard. See, everything is hard, bro. Everything is. Some people face this problem of the repetition, the routine life, where they have to reach the office by 8 a.m. and they have to leave the office by 6 p.m. and some deadlines happen, so they leave the office by 9 p.m. Everything is hard, everything. Nothing comes easy. The very idea of making money as an exchange between two people, like me and you viewers, is always going to be tough. I am putting myself out in front of you guys, and you guys like me, I assume. But I'm always going to have some sort of viewers that don't agree with my opinions. They are going to make my job hard of speaking about things. They are always ready to criticize me or say bad things about me. So if I make money off of this, it's not going to be very easy. I can't expect every one of you to be like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever heard. So, you know, let's get him to 50,000 subscribers. It doesn't work like that. So 9 to 5, you are kind of in a face-to-face scenario with your manager, with your deadlines, with your team leads, with your project idea, with your project manager, with your CEO, you're all of that. Freelancing, you are kind of face-to-face with the volatility of the clients. How long the client is going to stay with you, how big is the project idea, are they going to pay you or not? These are all things that you have to deal with. So making money as a content creator is also tough. I have to put myself out here and speak in a way that makes you not feel enraged at me. If you guys get pissed at me, I'm gonna lose subscribers. This is all over, right? So everything is difficult. You can't say that freelancing is hard than 9 to 5 or 9 to 5 is easier than freelancing. Sure, even in a 9 to 5, you have your light days. You have a period of time where there aren't many support tickets. The product is running fine. You are doing small tweaks in maintenance. You can say to your manager that I need 5 days to complete this task, but it's realistically 40 minutes worth of task. We all have those times. And we have the harder times where the company asks you that we need this module done by tonight, otherwise you're not going home. And in that case, you're gonna like tap, 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 tap away on your keyboard. So you have your good days and you have your bad days, no matter what kind of style you're working in, right? Yes, Codecracker, I will create a video on Stripe. By the way, Codecracker, could you answer me what tech stack you are looking the tutorial for? Because if you are looking it in the Laravel tech stack, I have done a video about it. Laravel cashier video, which uses Stripe. So this is the video. Yeah, this is the video that you can watch. Yeah. Sir, remote job at a US-based startup, 4 LPA versus TCS digital role 7 LPA. Please advise. Ooh, this is quite a conundrum, isn't it? First of all, if they are a US-based startup, why are they paying you 4 LPA? This is too low of a salary. I would say go with TCS. Go with TCS. You're gonna get American clients anyway. You are making good money from the very beginning, 7 LPA, and you're gonna grow year by year because TCS and like those companies, they have a fixed year by year increment. I would say go with TCS. Yeah. Can you create a poll to see who are your viewers, a college student or a working professional? See, I believe that my entire audience, not entire audience, I would say a majority of my audience are college students. The whole reason that YouTube coders are lying to you video got popular is because I was speaking from behalf of college students. I was speaking from the behalf of students who are not yet assimilated to how the industry is supposed to work. Yes, I did get comments from experienced developers as well saying that I was saying the right things, but that video blew up because of the students community. So I know this 100%. Even if I look at my analytics, I think I one second. Yeah. See, 18 to 24 years, 53%. 25 to 34 years, 36%. So I know that from 18 to 24 years, mostly there are students. Mostly students. And 13 to 17 years, 0.1%. Therefore, I know that mostly I have students in my subscriber base. And that is why I say student specific things, like I need to, in future, I would pivot into experienced content where I would like do things like Theo and Prime do, where they take an article written by somebody and react to it and put their 2 cents on it. So in that way, I would be able to talk about the experienced developer side of things that I have to talk about. So yeah, I can do that. But mostly is students, I'd say. Yes, Spidey. Under motivating meaning that you have a realistic goal, you do have a backup plan in case that you fail, and you don't kick yourself to the point of not be able to pick yourself back up in case you fail. With over motivation, you are kind of blinded by your you are blinded by that person who is giving you the motivation, and you run face first, and if it works out, then fine. My wife is recording me. One sec. Yeah, with over motivation, you do run face first into something, and if it works out, then fine. But if you, in case you fail, then that all that blame, it falls back on you. I'll tell you one thing. Nobody in this world cares about your failures more than you do. No one cares if you have failed 20 interviews. No one cares if you have failed your exams. No one cares about anything other than you yourself. All these failures that we have gone through in our lives, we carry that in our heads and we let that affect our decisions in the future. So I would rather keep you under motivated. So at least if you fail, you are able to pick yourself back up and try again. That's the better thing to do. I don't want to be Neeraj Walia being like, Shah Rukh Khan is still working. Why is he working? He has so much money, yet he's still working. Bullshit, bro. Hey yo, I hope you are doing great, man. Done with MySQL, Selenium, and C++. Now waiting for the college to start. IDK, if you remember me, I started with HTML and all. Flint. Sorry, bro. I think did you change your name? Did you change your username or whatever? You can stay in touch with me on Discord, bro. So, okay. Once in the chat, if the assignment for the chat app is clear to you guys, please. If anybody has any questions with the project, please let me know. Okay, sir, please make a video on Stripe as I requested you in the comments. I think I gave you the video link, but I feel like I'm gonna miss out on the video like some best practices. But I agree, I'm already started over 3 times. This is how you learn. Trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. This is how. Um, I have 4 years of experience in accounting, and I'm looking to transition into career as a front-end developer. Is this possible? Yes, obviously it is possible. Showcase your skills, build something that you can show to the interviewer being like, I did this and I understand front-end technologies. Yeah, why not? It's possible. Hey, I want to do freelance for myself. I have made the portfolio website too, but I can't get the projects after bidding a lot. Please help me with that. Do you want to see the reality? Let me show you something. This is my profile on Upwork. I don't have projects either. The real Upwork is YouTube, for me at least. I can create tutorials, I can create multiple videos on multiple topics, and I'm sure I can get some client. But right now, I'm not too worried about it. So This is my Upwork profile. If any one of y'all want to hire me, happy to work with all of you. But anyway, so I am facing the same problem as you, Tavish. 17 watching, but 9 likes is diabolically unfair. Nah, it's not unfair. Yeah, bringing the likes, boys. Thank you for real expert, the capybara expert. Yeah. Expert is a funny guy. If you hang out in my Discord server, he is a funny guy. I'm trying to learn coding from the last 2-3 years, but every time when I start learning, I get bored and left learning. Do you have an idea what I can be consistent with by learning? See, I think you answered your own question, Kamran. You have to be consistent. Even if it's 2 hours a day, let it be 2 hours a day if you get bored. And try to push on it, Code Cracker, please don't spam the chat. I just realized Sid is using JS and not PHP. Yeah, obviously, bro. I can code in multiple languages. PHP, I love PHP because PHP was the first tech that I learned. I spent 18 days. Actually, how this happened was my college assignment, final semester, they told me to create a sample resume that I would submit to an employer, like potential employer. And I created a resume and I found out that I only know C, C++. And obviously, it's not good enough to get hired. So I spent 18 days learning PHP. I tried Java, did not like it. I tried Python, did not like it. I tried, what is it? Perl. Perl was relevant back then, did not like it. But when I switched to PHP, I liked it. So I stuck around for 18 days, learned the basics, super globals like server components, blah, blah, blah. And I was a PHP guy. Then I shifted into CodeIgniter, an MVC framework on PHP. Then I shifted to Laravel. And, my career progressed that way. Yeah. Should I use Z code editor? Yeah, why not? If you have a MacBook, I suppose. Is it not only for MacBooks that Z has been released? Let me check. Z code editor for Windows. Linux 9, Linux now. Learn more. Intelligence on tap, language aware, in the box. Do you know one thing that broke my heart recently? That VS Code is basically a JavaScript window. If you go to VS Code and you click on help, then you show toggle developer tools. Then do you see this? Sorry, not PHP. VS Code itself is a web page that you are getting displayed. Kind of blew me away. Like you can see developer tools, VS Code file, VS Code app, C, users without editor, local programs, Microsoft, blah, blah, blah. Kind of, it hit me. And then I thought, okay, it is built on Electron, JavaScript framework. Obviously, it would be a, web page, thing like that. Not a web page, but I should say like web component editor. Yeah, thanks, server. The student community loves drama. That is something, I have to accept, expert. Because my video created so much drama and it stirred up so much shit, that's how I think I got viral. But I don't want my channel to be like that. I don't want to continue on this path of calling out other developers for doing, things. I don't want this channel to be like that. I don't want to become Keemstar version 2, I was frustrated by this blah blah, bloody disgrace they are to the Indian programming community. That's a little much, but I see what you're saying. Thank you, sir, for your advice. The reason they are paying low is they are bootstrap and not willing to take funding at the moment. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. TCS, TCS. Go where the funds are. और भाई आजकल तो इंटरनेशनल फेमस हो रहा है. Thank you, Shashwat. Yeah, male dominant, I suppose. Yeah. I never cared about the gender breakdown. I never cared like if women have to watch me. Never really. That is not a factor I think about. I just care about making videos that are helpful to you guys. Now, if that video reaches an audience, that's all I care about, not the gender of their audience. Um, yeah, and Shashwat, it's because of people like you who watch my videos. It's how I got popular. So thank you for that. It's good. Nip him at the bud. It's very helpful to have a sane voice for us. Yeah, thanks. Bro wants to convert 5 minutes to 50 minutes video, it seems. Like who? Me? Like 5 minute video to 50-minute video? I'm live streaming. I'm talking to you guys. Obviously, I'm supposed to drag things out. I want to be here for a couple hours at least, so I can speak to you guys. What's wrong about that? Nothing. Never said that. Nobody. Bro, I know MERN and no medium level of DSA, but if I do assignment and submit, no response. What to do? Retry. Keep retrying. And get in touch with me on Discord. I am willing to take a look at your code. I'm willing to take a look at the assignments that you have been submitting, and I can provide you some feedback so you can improve your code, improve the assignment, and hopefully like land that job that you're looking for, right? How to be, who is stopping the females to, wow, okay. How to be consistent. I took many course and I started many times, never completed it. Please guide. See, completion of a course never guarantees anything. Just because you completed a course does not mean that now you are set to, be whoever you want to be. It doesn't guarantee that. You have to learn from the tutorial and then go off on your own way. On your own, try to create a project, try to learn the components that you are using, try to string them together, and then see why are you stringing components together in a certain way. And study articles about programming practices, best practices, and things like that, and try to get opinions on your code. I'm willing to do it. Send me your GitHub repository. I'm willing to take a review at your code base, and I can tell you what to do. Then it is not male dominated, it's more of a student dominated. Saying that it's male dominated was a stupid comment. Not sure about stupid, but yeah, I could say that college students sitting in hostels, like they like when some drama stirs up, and it's mostly males. So yeah, that's the right thing, but not stupid. Yeah. Anyway, one. I forgot. What did I ask one for? I'm such a like old guy now. I'm forgetting things like left and right. Code cracker, stop spamming, please. Gide.svelte says, hey, hi, what do you think about Svelte.js? I think it's cool. I used Svelte for a very small project. I thought it was cool. So the assignment is to recreate the application by seeing yours application. Not recreate, Tabish. Not recreate. Improve on it. This is more like an open source contribution. Cut your own branch and contribute to this project. Bhaiya, I love your content, but I want your view on this. That why no one from India has ever built a big tech company through India, being one of the largest producers of skilled engineers. Your thought? See, I think that you need support from government, and I would not say that Indians have never created big companies. Infosys and TCS are Indian origin companies that have built an international presence. The whole thing with creating good software is, first of all, mm, there are so many factors behind creating a product that can go international. Yes, Indians have created products that have gone international, but the reason I think Google and Microsoft they have that base, Apple, Google, Facebook, and all that, because they started very early, and I don't think Indians are very good at that. The reason with TCS and Infosys being the biggest service-based companies, I think it's because Indians are great at maintaining software, but I think we lack creativity in the sense that we cannot judge the future ahead in time. Google was started by Sergey Brin and Larry Page and Sergey Brin, but they were able to see the future that this is going to go big about having Google searches. But Indians, we don't come up with ideas like revolutionary ideas, and even if you do come up with one, you need a infrastructure to support your idea. You need to raise funding and all that. So there are many factors that go into this. And you saying that no one from India has ever built a big tech company, I think it's wrong. TCS and Infosys, bro, they are international recognized companies. And Indians have made their way into, big tech companies in the Silicon Valley, where it's pretty much a stereotype that, oh yeah, software developer, oh, definitely must be Indian. But we have done it. Yes, Tabish. And this repository will result in code review videos where I will be reviewing your code, and I won't be harsh. I can tell you upfront. I won't be making fun of you. I won't be making any sort of things. I will make it educational as a way of, and if your code is great, I'm going to praise you for that. I will blast out your name and let everybody know that you have good coding skills, and it will be helpful for other people to take inspiration and write better code on their own. So they get a feature on my channel. All of my friends get job in 2024, but I'm not getting a single one. I'm rejected in the aptitude round. So can I learn aptitude or going to learn tech stack to get an entry level job at least? Yeah, you have to learn aptitude. If that is the problem that you are facing, I recommend going towards startups. I recommend going towards startups. So they don't have aptitude and those kind of things. So yeah, decide accordingly, I would say. Where are the stats that say this? LMAO, even if India has the best engineers, they are all in Silicon Valley. Exactly, server. Yeah, but there is no ROI of IIT in India. Not true. IITians have started companies. IITians do get placed in the big tech companies with very great packages. So I wouldn't say that there is no ROI of IIT. There is definitely. Yeah. Average time required to be a full stack developer, modern, 2 years. And that's assuming that you know the basics of programming, that you know how, like, algorithms, how they work, you know how you can write a pseudocode for a program, you can convert it into a syntax of your choice of programming language, and then it will take you 2 years to become a full stack modern developer. And that too, saying that very beginning level. Intermediate level, easily 6 years, and expert level, advanced level, at least 15 years. Yeah, we believe in expert supremacy. Making a game in PHP sounds fun. Bro, no, my wife doesn't beat me. Nah. I do want to feature her on my channel. Like, she is a human resource manager and she does take interviews, not in the tech sector, but outside the tech sector. And I've said it many times that you should be featured on my channel. Maybe you can help my subscriber base with telling them how body language and how the communication skills matter in the workplace. But she says no. Oh, hey, unknown artist. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I was in Havda recently, the last week. I was staying there. So that is why I was kind of offline. Now I'm back. Server Ghost, you gave me an heart attack by saying that you had muted. We can't hear you. I thought I've been saying like these things for so long, and nobody is able to hear it. Somebody again retracted their message. Don't do that, please. Thoughts about Svelte.js I have been using since last 2 years. It's way more better than React.js. Super fast. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Hey, Savagos, are you in college? Can you explain the assignment in detail, like what you have and what tech stack and tech you have used become? I came late. It's plain EJS, it's plain Express.js. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Like in the routes folder, you can see in the routes folder, you can see that I am using raw queries of what is it? The pool variable that I'm using. Yeah, this thing. And you can convert it into Sequelize if you want. You can see that there is no controllers folder, so you can move it to controllers. You can watch the videos that I posted in the chat up here. Tabish, you can check it out. Yeah, right here. No, not right here. I think, yeah, these two videos you can watch and you can get an idea of what I was doing back then. So it's pretty simple project. There's nothing, yeah. It's like realizing every browser in iOS is just Safari with a mask. Sort of, yeah. Those, okay, so even if there are only few, why not a single one is building something different and out of the box? Which US built in 2000s? Which world can use? Do you have any answer? See, AB, I think you are way too critical of Indians. You should not think about your country in a way like that. See, just because Indians I haven't created, first of all, I don't believe in Indians not creating a product that is useful to everybody. They have contributions on it, even if they are not getting the recognition like Steve Jobs. That doesn't mean that Indians aren't doing anything. If anything, Indians are the ones who are maintaining these products and creating new products and blah blah blah, even if the credit gets taken away by anyone else. So that's unfair. Um, which US built in 2000s? See, you are putting US above India a little too much. I would ask you to not do that. um, they are humans, we are humans. There is no someone is better than you or I'm inferior than you sort of thing. India has its own strengths, I will say. US has its own strengths and India has its own strengths. We lack in some places in India and US lacks in some places in their country. We should not do this face to face. If anything, Indians migrate to US and they contribute to the economy far better than any other country people, even if US themselves. So this is unfair for you to say like that. Satya Nadella and Sundar Pichai, they are leading Google and Microsoft. If anything, Sundar Pichai came up with the idea of Gmail, and everybody uses Gmail, right? So he came up with the idea. So you are overly critical of Indians, and you're putting US above Indians way too much. Don't do that. I'm trying to, yeah, just say hi, Kamran. Oh, just join my general channel and just post hi there. I'll see your message later. Includes global state management with no virtual DOM, fastest framework, easy to use. I think you are getting paid by Svelte, aren't you? I'm just kidding. See, it's good, good. Yeah. No, I'm in delusion, but soon to be in uni. Oh, shoot. Hi, I'm confused. I've been learning Python for a while and making small projects and trying to find internship and my friend should I? Yes, you should change to front end. Yeah, why not? Change it to front end for an internship, then find more jobs which suits your preferences. Why don't you use material icon extension? Material icon extension. What is that? First of all, is Z available for Windows? Not yet available. Can be built from source. Join the Discord channel for updates. Mwah. Nope, nope, nope. Does anybody know how to build these things from source? What is that? Rust up update. Rust up add blah blah. Docker compose. Cargo run. Cargo run. Cargo test. Troubleshooting. I don't know what these things are. I don't want to do it. I feel like I will mess something up. Yeah. Anyway. Can we talk on Discord? Bruh, culture plays a big part. There was little to no passion for this programming after money. Sort of, I agree. Server Ghost. The money bit, it YouTube tells the reality. Like how many millions of views are there on these money videos? It says the reality that yeah. Hello, hope you are doing good. Thank you, Jean Baptist. Please, I need your advice. I want to buy a mini PC for mobile app development. I found one with AMD, very affordable, but I don't know how to perform. Advice. See, you need a bulkier machine, basically, John Baptist. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. You need a bulky system. Android Studio is infamous for starting up like the program, and it converts your laptop into a jet engine. Like all these fans like kick in. It's a highly unoptimized piece of garbage software, Android Studio. So I would ask you to get a bulkier machine, basically, rather than a mini PC. Okay. Um, I'm in final year engineering, very tensed about upcoming campus placement. Any tips? Just prepare. Do your best. There are so many things outside of your control. So try to control the things that are in your control. Learn, try to prepare, solve problems, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I said the 5 minute to 50-minute comment when you said you wanted to be like Prime Agent. Do you know I want to be more like Theo actually? I yesterday watched a video of Theo where he was talking about this Chrome browser component that exposes information to outside parties. And I saw that whole video and I was blown away the level of depths that he is able to go. And I want to be like Theo, more like Prime now. Prime is sarcastic and funny. I get that. I also want to put those elements in. But ultimately, I'm a programmer, so I want to talk about like programming things, right? What are you building today? Nothing. I'm not building anything today. This is a community project. You guys take it, you guys build it, and lots of content will spin off from this one. I have no projects but good DSA. Would I get placement? Just build one, Samir. No one cares about what. Harshit, best intermediate to advanced Android learning resource. Official documentation. Plain and simple. What are you cooking? I'm not cooking anything. My wife is. I don't know what she's cooking up. I'll find out. Um, Old age and memory loss. Interesting. I'm not gonna lose the programming mind. Be chill. Expert out here spitting facts. There are a few things I want to ask you. The problem with Indian engineers is that the lack of creativity, that environment never teaches being better at coding. See, better at coding isn't something that I agree with, but creativity, yeah, sure, yeah. The gaming industry in India is trash. I think you guys would agree with that. Gaming industry, it requires a lot of creativity. You can't create a PUBG clone and expect it to be as successful as PUBG. But again, the infrastructure also comes in play. There is no infrastructure for gaming industry in India. Yes, it is slowly getting built and it's slowly getting to that level. But yeah, the infrastructure has to support you, and yeah, you have to have creativity and risk management. Obviously, that's a whole other thing. Zoho. I said I'm good in Node.js, but I'm getting Spring Boot in my company. Do you have any tips? I know Java and oops. Yeah, if you know Java, yeah, go for Spring Boot. You're fine. I just got an internship in Jaipur. Yeah, congratulations, Naveen. No projects and placements in 15 days. What should I do? 15 days? Yes, server, you can create a code review channel on Discord. 15 days, is it really like a problem? It takes months, man, in some cases. Keep trying. You will. 90% of the engineers are not suited for their job. They lack skills but making a lot of money. Yeah, sure, I can agree to that. Yeah. But majority of them leave India ultimately. Yeah, exactly. They do. They do. See, it's all about growth. It's all about growth. In India, it's very easy to hit that cap in 7 years or 10 years. But US infrastructure, they do allow for 40 years, 50 years caps. So people do see the benefit in moving to US and leaving India entirely because they have the infrastructure there that gives them an environment to try out their creativity. Yes, you can make a code review channel on Discord. Yes, 90% of the okay, okay. What are the red flags of a hiring company that we should keep in mind? I would say the red flag that I go for is the promise that they will increase your salary after 6 months. I've heard this thing so many times now that oh, you just join our company and work for 6 months, and the salary that you are asking for, we will give you that. But for now, you're gonna have to work on half the salary that you are requesting. Red flag, instant red flag. Run away. Um, Signing bonds also is a red flag. I never want to put myself in a position where if I don't like a company, I'm not in a position to leave it. The moment I get told that you have to sign this document that confirms that you're gonna have to stay with us for 2 years, I'm like, no, can't do bonds, bro. How to master JavaScript? That's the neat part. You don't. Um, I know a guy who works in Seattle at a big tech company and thinks learning C is a waste of time. Ah, like where do these people come from, bro? Seriously. Blink thrice if you are in danger. I'm not. Spend 10 years of coding and then regret for learning PHP instead. Huh? Wear a pink shirt if you are facing domestic violence. No, I'm not. How do you read other programmers' code and understand what it's doing? If the code base is using something new to me, I don't know yet. How do I know what to know? One thing I heard is to use debugger. Let's do this. That is actually a good idea. Okay, let me jump to the very end. Uh, where is the browse button? Mm, Once, yeah, I did see about the Trump. Yeah, I did see it. Uh, what the hell? Node.js is not a what? Um, JavaScript. Fine, JavaScript. See, these I'm not seeing simple projects. What the hell? Standing using configure database. What is this project? I don't understand this project. But anyway, um, Express.js repos GitHub. So this should be one. Like the package.json, you can see that they are using src index.js. Fine. src index.js. Yeah, so basically like a um, Express.js project, let's say, I will be finding out what the main file is from the package.json, and I will be finding out where the execution starts. So we can see that there is this is the part where it starts, right? And here it begins. Model.exports, get current invoke, configure. Sorry. Then this current invoke.js, you can see that this is invoking event and context. So yeah, this is how like you read and read open source projects, and this is how you figure out if you look at multiple different files to see what they are doing. Wow, this is a really good project. Codegenie app serverless express. I might try this out. Yeah, potential. Yeah. Why would I give them issues, bro? Oh, don't expert. Don't give them. Okay. Fine. is to use debugger. Yeah, so using debugger is good, but you should also like explore things and look for keywords that they are using, and you should find out like what it is doing. How to get a good night's sleep here? Some some steps below. Just look at Neeraj Walia's videos. It's like it will cure your insomnia. Like this, you will go to sleep. So boring. Beginner in Java, third year student, give me roadmap what to study next and get job as fresher. Expand to frameworks from basic programming languages. Goes to depend, I learned that, blah. Bro, love USA. Yeah, exactly. Hey, said I'm good in Node.js, but I am getting Spring Boot. I know Java. I think I answered your question. Which country do you plan on staying? Are you satisfied with India? Yeah, why not? Yeah, I'll stay in India. I don't care. I don't have a favorite country, but I am from India. So I will, yeah, India will be my country. Always, I'll stay here. But if I get an opportunity to go like London or US, I will go there, but I'll always come back. And to answer the question, yes, I'm satisfied with India. I don't feel like I have to go to US or London to make myself feel validated or whatever. Nah, I don't believe in those things. I am from Kolkata, and it's nice to see from WB someone get attention from foreign YouTubers. So proud moment. Ah, thanks, Animesh. These files contain a build file or build instructions. You can copy the repository and perform the steps on getting suitable as binary is how you build from source. Ooh. Hell yeah, F Windows. All my hate homies hate Windows. What you doing? Um, I don't necessarily agree on hating Windows. See, I have seen dissatisfied Apple M1, M2 users. I have seen people criticizing Apple's Mac OS, being like, what crap is this OS that they have built? Nothing is perfect, bro. Nothing is perfect. Look, I'll say it open to all of you, right? My Asus ROG Strix G17 laptop can't run Linux properly. The sound in the speakers sound like something like that's coming out of a bamboo straw 10 feet long. Like that is the sound problem I'm having. I can't play games on this Linux installation that I have. The only game that I play right now is Rocket League. If someone from you guys are able to boot the system into Linux and fix my driver issues, I'll pay you. I'll pay you a very good amount if you help me achieve that. Because the moment I switch to Ubuntu and I have my driver's problems fixed and I can play games on it as well, I will switch all the projects entirely to Ubuntu and I will forever keep using Ubuntu. I don't care about Windows like that much. So if anybody is willing to take that task up, hit me up. I have Linux installation working fine in my laptop. We can connect on Google Meet, and if you want, you can take access from any desk and you can do your things and just fix it. If it's fixed, like I would be forever thankful to you, because I am also an expert in Ubuntu. I have used Ubuntu for like 6 years in a straight line, in consecutive 6 years. But when I got this laptop and I saw this problem, I realized can't go on. The whole reason you are like getting good audio out of this is because Windows is running the drivers fine out of the box. Exactly. What you doing? Showing you guys a community project that you guys will maintain basically. You can watch this live stream once again because in the very first minute I explain what this is about. Give some tips for freelancing. Bro, you give me tips for freelancing. MSc, CS or MCA? Do MSc, CS considered technical degree in IT industry? Yes, Chetan Kumar, it is. Samarth Rao says, what is your take on machine learning and ML ops? I mean, it's good. Go for it, I guess. Yeah. Also, online distance degree chalega kya? Yes, you can get a distance degree. Well, Theo will be happy if he listens this. Yeah, obviously he is. He is a good guy. Yeah. I am 1 years of experience of Angular, Node, MySQL. Give me some tips to find client for freelancing. Why don't you work with me directly, Animesh? Yeah, I agree. Programmer first, entertainer later. Yeah, obviously. Yeah. If you want to be like Theo, you should watch low level learning. Theo sometimes says stuff which last perceived isn't perceived well by the community, but low level learning specializes in this stuff. React to him. Yeah, I could try. I could try reacting to Theo. Yeah, I do get a sense of people losing out on information because he dives a little too deep. Yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. Hey, said I'm good in Node.js, but I'm getting Spring Boot in my company. Do you have any tips? Same question you're asking again and again. Trust. Sir, my college is about to start. Don't call me sir, please. And I am just getting into programming. How should I go about it? Just chill out. There is nothing to worry about in your starting of your college. Support indie games. Yeah. Once again, I'll get back to your questions. Yeah, support indie games. Yes, we should. Node.js can handle billion requests. Yeah, why not? See, if you take a simple EC2 instance of 2 GB RAM, then no, it can't. For handling a for handling a billion request program, your hardware comes into the bottleneck. If you get the hardware that supports billion requests, yeah, why not? Node.js can handle it. But then again, your entire tech stack should support billion requests. Your MySQL database should be immensely optimized, like properly optimized to handle a billion requests. Bro, did you see Trump got shot? Yes, I did. I did see it. It's so funny, like somebody was recording that shooter with a gun and everything, and still nobody did anything funny. Anyway, they come from IITs, said IIT is a Seattle guy. Still, telling somebody that learning C is a waste of time is stupid, no matter where they come from. What is your take on machine learning? Same question. Node.js is not a programming language, so you can't find it there. Ah, okay. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah. It's built on JavaScript, so that's why maybe. Lived on hype. Mumbai Gullies lived on hype. Who is Mumbai Gullies? Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go eat Rajma Chawal for lunch. Bye, guys. Okay, bye, server. Nah, Deja Vu Express says repo on stream. Are we going to commit? Commit to what? Expert. Hi, sir. Sorry for an off-topic question. I have got an offer from PwC as a fresher, but the role is not pure coding related. It's Oracle Fusion technical consultant. It's like SAP ERP. Yeah, go for it. Throw away. Or if you don't like non-coding roles, then don't take it, I suppose. But at least you're getting something. So I would say go for it. And later maybe you can transition into a coding development role. If it's possible, I don't know. What is the best roadmap to learning web development for freelancers and any advice for us? See, it's all the same roadmap for everybody. Same thing, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then pick either front end or back end and just, specialize in it. What do you prefer, work from home or office? Work from home. I prefer work from home. Seriously. I sleep a lot better. I think I can get more productivity out of my 8 hours. I hate commuting. I seriously hate commuting. The whole idea of traffic, it like scares the crap out of me. I don't like traffic at all. So yeah, work from home. And I always believe in getting me judged on the basis of my work. I don't want somebody to judge me based on how many hours I'm spending in the office. I don't care about those things. So yeah, work from home, always. How much does it cost to start a SaaS company? Totally subjective question. Totally subjective. If you're starting by yourself, just register the company. Boom, you are a company. Bet I will help you. Which distro are you using? Ubuntu 22.04. I know Ubuntu 24 is out, but Ubuntu 22.04. Uh, what is it called? Ferrero Rosa? Something? Oh, okay, what is it? Ubuntu 22.04. Focal fossa. Yeah, no, no, not this one. Oh, it's called Jammy Jellyfish. Yeah, this is the one I'm using, distro. With Linux, just name, date, and time. What do you mean? Oh, oh, you will do it. Okay, fine. Yeah, you are already in my Discord. Just hit me up. Hello, my name is Jafender. Oh, hey, Jafender. Yeah. Bro, happy. Mind Sharma retracted. My name is Expert. I have to go and study, have my exam. When does the stream end? 2 p.m. It's right now, given that I'm freelancing and everything, I can only afford spending 2 hours on stream every Sunday. But the moment I turn into a full-time YouTuber, it will be a treat for you guys. The moment I turn into a full-time YouTuber, I will be streaming left and right like all the time. The moment you come to my channel, you will see that I am streaming something that I'm doing. So right now it's only 2 hours every Sundays and one upload a week. I don't want to push myself to an extent that I'm driving myself crazy with video ideas and everything. But yeah, see you later, Expert. Bye bye. BCA is enough for big tech company. Yeah, sure. Not Theo. React to low level learning right now. He is a good YouTuber who specializes in explaining stuff in depth. Oh, okay. I see. Inscription better than AAA. I don't know what that means. Indie mentioned inscription better. I don't know what that means. I'm in cybersecurity. Do you have some tips for me? Thanks. I can't really say about cybersecurity, bro. Currently learning Python and networking and basics concepts. Yeah, be consistent, man. That's the only tip I can give you. 24-hour stream. Someday, I'll get there. Okay. Anyway, you guys understand the community project? Yeah, work on it. Um, Build your own features, whatever feature you want. Yeah, sure. But I'm not sure that if you're gonna land one, a work from home job as a fresher. Not sure if you can land one. But still, why not? Try for it. Switching to Vim. I made that change 4 months ago and I've been live streaming for me. See, I know Vim. I can work with Vim. It's exiting Vim. That's the question, right? Hi, sir. I'm cybersecurity. Should I learn Java or C++? So, Sadiq, you should go with. Actually, both are goated technologies, man. Just pick anyone. It's fine. Thank you for answering my query. I will try to switch to a coding role, but if I find the work interesting, I might stay. It's just that Oracle Fusion Technical Consistent will be a too niche role. No, it won't. No, it won't throw away. It won't be a niche role. Ferrero Rocher is a chocolate company. I didn't say Ferrero Rocher, did I? Samarth Rao, you are repeating your question, man. Have you ever thought about switching to Vim? I have. One sec, I'll be back. Yeah, I just had a power loss, but thankfully my Wi-Fi router has a battery installed in it. Anyway, should I first complete DSA or should I do DSA and Dev both together? DSA first. Always DSA first. Yeah. I expected a live reaction to low-level learning. Okay, let's see. YouTube.com. Tra la 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 la. Low-level learning. Ooh, okay. Researcher accidentally finds 0 day affecting his internet service provider. It has been a rough week for Microsoft. How a simple programming language mistake ended 6 lives. Oh, I know this one. This is a MRI machine problem, right? Major security vulnerability found in Rust. Overhyped. New vulnerability in your motherboard lasts forever. Holy crap. Should make you very nervous. Okay, fine. We will do.
Microsoft Recall, a new AI tool by.
One sec. Desktop audio. I will pitch it down a little bit. Yeah.
Microsoft is one of the biggest mistakes in terms of privacy that I've ever heard of in the history of computing. If you don't know what recall is, in this video we'll break down what recall is, why I think it's such a security issue, and we'll talk about the troves of people that are actually leaving the Windows community to use Linux as desktop just to avoid.
Everyone's mad about Microsoft recall in Windows, but not realizing Microsoft is just trying their absolute best to make 2024 the year of the Linux desktop. What is this feature? Microsoft recall is a mistake. In this video, what recall is saying about it. What is recall? Let's see. Retrace your steps with recall. Search across time to find the content you need, then re-engage with it. With recall, you have an explorable timeline of your PC's past. Just describe how you remember it, and recall will retrieve the moment you saw it. Any photo, link, or message can be a fresh point to continue from. As you use the PC, recall takes snapshot of your screen. Snapshots every taken 5 seconds while the content of the screen is different. I really want to understand the thought process that goes behind this. I really, really want. Like, but this is Windows 11, right? This is Windows 11, right? This is not Windows 10. Anyway, your snapshots are then locally stored. Recalls analysis allows you to search for content, including both images and text using natural language. Trying to remember the name of the Korean restaurant of as mentioned, just ask to recall, and it retrieves both text and visual matches for your search, automatically sorted by how closely the results match your search. Recall can even take you back the exact location of the item you saw. Bro, a Copilot plus PC, 16 gigs of RAM. First of all, 16 gigs of RAM. How much? Damn, 16 gigs of RAM just to have recall. Like, I remember a time when 8 gigs of RAM was more than enough. Yeah, electricity is back. Whew. Why can't most Indian software engineer can't transition to a US company? What is your advice to get a job in USA? See, there is one thing you have to understand, Dylan. It's called poverty. Most of us can't afford to just up and move to USA. Just like that, we have families, we have like commitments, we have problems with immigration and all that. What the hell? Anyway. भैया मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया है नेक्स्ट और रिडक्स में, मेरे को बैकएंड नहीं आता इसलिए फायरबेस यूज किया है, क्या आप रिव्यू कर सकते हो? एनी यूट्यूब आगे नेटलिफाई आप लगाना है, साइट दिया तो कमेंट डिलीट हो जाए. या श्योर विशाल, आई कैन, या सेंड इट टू मी. Okay, anyway, how to use recall. To open recall, just use Windows key or J, recall icon on your taskbar. Bro, this is such a bad idea, bro. Such a bad idea. Why do I need, like, I thought that, the autofill in your Chrome browser, that does like a recall. Why do I need such specific information on my desktop? Like I'm a software developer. I know where to look things, right? And also and also how how fine-grained would it be? Let's say that I saw a function name in a VS Code file and I said to recall that, oh, I saw this function name, can you find it for me? How can it guarantee that it can find it? Let's forget about the hacking scenario and all that. This is a crap feature, bro. Nobody is asking for this. 100% I know nobody's asking for this. And they still built it. Ugh.
This feature. Now, if you're new here, hi, my name is Ed. This is Low Level Learning, a channel where I make videos about software and cybersecurity. So if you like that stuff or just want to hang out,
Already earned my subscription with this.
hit that sub button. I really appreciate it. So what is Microsoft Recall? Well, the idea behind Microsoft Recall at face value is actually pretty cool when it comes to the modern user, right? The regular user who just wants to use their computer more efficiently and more effectively.
No, no, no. It doesn't mean that it's for the modern audience. I don't know who this modern audience is that wants screenshots and information about what they were doing on the computer 5 minutes ago. Like the attention span, I don't think it's that low for people these days that they need an exact evaluation of what they were doing 5 minutes ago and they want a machine to be consuming that information. What is this modern audience that we are talking about? Who are these people?
So let's say, for example, and I'm going to repeat basically the example that Microsoft gave. Let's say, for example, you knew that sometime in the past you were looking at brown leather bags, but you couldn't really remember exactly what program you're using or what website you were using to look at that piece of information. But
That is the front that they are using. I thought browsers had a history tab inside baked in, where you would go into the browser and you did history, and boom, here's your history that you were on. I thought this was enough. What program I'm using? Like I don't see anybody using more than two types of browsers, right? Uh, Such a lame excuse to build this. What they are really doing is just taking the information, training their AI models, and just, the second something goes wrong, they will be like, oh, shoot, we got hacked, and whatever. But there is no, like, screw the users, I guess. But anyway. Um, let's go switch to Linux. Well, you can tell people you use Vim. Windows user getting caught in 4K accessing homework folder. Yeah, exactly. Do you have recommendations for learning DSA from YouTube? Abhishek Joshi. See, I think DSA Striver is good. Take You Forward. I think that is the channel name. Snapshots are stored locally and can be sold privately. That is a lame excuse, man. That's such a lame excuse. Seriously.
Recall does is Recall is taking a screenshot of your computer every 5 seconds, and it's taking that screenshot
Every 5 seconds, like, bro. Ah, every 5 seconds, like that. Holy crap, man. I hope Microsoft is not recording my daily activities through the laptop's camera. Why do you think I have a separation? Like, here's my laptop and here is the camera. Why do you think I have that? My laptop doesn't have a webcam. And I, on purpose, didn't buy it because it had a webcam. I rejected the laptops that had webcams in them. Why do you think I did that? You are welcome. Gen Alpha maybe. Like, oh, this is bullshit, bro. This is bullshit. 5 seconds. Like, literally 5 seconds is the attention span. Seriously? Like you need, if you're playing a game, then it's taking a snapshot every 5 seconds. What if somebody put a parental control on this, and at any point in time, they can entirely see what you were doing on the computer and they can build up a case against you? What will you do then? You are held hostage by your own computer. This is like crazy, bro. 5 seconds.
Shot. And within your computer, so locally, it's running an instance of Azure AI, which is my.
What is your reaction on Scalar? I think they are doing good. I can't say. I mean, I don't have any insider knowledge on Scalar. I think they are doing good. Is it all right to start learning JS in 2024? Yes, hell yes. I mean, I want to know a little bit of the job market, JavaScript caters. Thanks in advance. See, it will always be relevant. Learning JS is always relevant. Go for it. It is good, but why do I have delete option with random videos? Anyway, go for a huge job market. JS is ruling web, obviously. Also, do you wish to switch to Linux anytime soon, considering how bloat of an OS Windows has become? I already have Linux. I already have Linux. It's a crazy world we living in. Yeah, obviously it is. But I told you about the driver's problem with Linux. Expert can come out and help me fix those things.
Microsoft's proprietary AI model, and it's using the internal.
Can you guys hear what this guy is saying? Like, if everything working fine? Bro, tell me about yourself, like which company you are working for and what you are doing. I am a full-time freelancer and a YouTube content creator. I don't work for any company right now. January 2024, I quit working for the last 9 to 5 job I had, and I went full-time freelancing. Where you are from? I'm from West Bengal, India, Howrah city. Yeah, yeah. Okay, thanks, POG. Yeah.
Kernel NPU, or the neural processing unit, which is different than your CPU. It's using the NPU in your computer to do OCR of data and text in that image to add metadata to that image and be able to search through it to look for that brown leather bag. So you can go through and you can just search in the Microsoft.
Mark my words, you are gonna get subscriptions for using your own computer. Mark my words. Somebody is gonna get blackmailed using this recall feature. Mark my words. Somebody is going to get divorced because of Windows recall. Somebody is gonna get hacked. They are gonna get caught lacking, and they are gonna get caught in 4K what they were doing on the computer. I saw that in one of your videos you talked about RTFM. So I explored a bit and came across MDN for HTML. Is that like the official documentation for HTML or just a third-party website? See, I would say that it is a third-party website. HTML doesn't really have a official documentation. So Mozilla has its own documentation for it. Chrome has its own documentation for it. You can learn, it's still credible. I wouldn't say that. But but yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. Stick with official documentations and obviously read the friendly manual. Obviously. What you have work and how you got job. How I got job. I was living in Bangalore. I moved from West Bengal to Bangalore. I applied like crazy from West Bengal, landed an interview, took an overnight train to go to Bangalore. I think it was 27 hours, 28 hours of worth train that I took. I reached there. I entered a room of 200 students. I thought I'm gonna get rejected so badly. I ended up in the top 3. I did not get the job. Then later a startup called me and they hired me on the spot. So that is how I got a job. And I lived in poverty for 4 years, but now I make, I think, a decent money. So you could say I'm doing well for myself. What What is your tech stack? Which area do you specialize? I specialize in backend, and my tech stack is PHP, Laravel, Express.js. I'm learning TypeScript, and specialization is backend. And databases, I know MySQL and Mongo. I know Redis. I know Docker. I know AWS. I know DigitalOcean. I know Hostinger. I know Railway. I know GitHub. That's it. So this is my tech stack, and HTML, CSS, JavaScript, obviously, and jQuery. I like doing that. So yeah. How and where you applied? I applied everywhere. Applied everywhere. For 2 months non-stop, I was uploading my resume to this website, Total Jobs, LinkedIn, Indeed, blah blah jobs.com, everything. भैया freelance try किया, कोई lead नहीं मिला अभी तक. Yeah, keep trying, man. It's not easy to land leads as a freelancer, basically. Nishant, like this. किसको चाबी दे रहे थे? Oh, he is my brother-in-law. Uh, yeah. What startup can you go? We can go with you. Start. Not understanding your question, Kadwaneen. Please ask in Hindi if you have to. What is the situation of small IT companies in Kolkata, if you know? Not in terms of salary, but in terms of what quality of projects, what are your general views? See, I think salary is a bit low in Kolkata, but the work quality is good. Yeah. सब कुछ आता है भैया आपको. I spent 8 years in the industry, bro. It's a result of the 8 years I spent. Take it as constructive criticism, but it is not enough. You need to work on this. Analyze the project is not organized and try to implement more features if you are building. Yeah, something similar to YouTube. All right, thanks for the stream, man. Normal runs, go have see. Bye, Sadiq. Vishal Sharma, freelance lead.
Microsoft recall
Fuck,
prompt.
man.
Hey,
I would say keep trying, Vishal. You will land sometime. Bro, just start a company and hire me. I keep going back and forth on starting a company rule, right? If I start a company, I am blacklisting myself from every recruiter ever. They're not gonna hire me for 9 to 5s, right? This is something that I keep going back and forth on.
I'm looking for a time that I was looking at brown leather bags, or if you knew generally the time you're looking at it, you can go through and look at all the screenshots of your computer. Now, again, from a basic user perspective, it sounds pretty cool. I mean, it'd be pretty sweet if, I remember I was watching a video about, a cool car, can't remember exactly what the video was, and I could just type in Ferrari, and there you go, you get the video. But again, I think some people, probably my audience that's watching this video right now, will go back to what I just said, where Microsoft is taking a screenshot of your computer every 5 seconds and immediately have issues with that. Now, the first concern was that what is Microsoft doing with these pictures? A Microsoft executive promised that the screenshots and metadata were all being hosted and processed locally. And that is true.
No. Promises don't work in tech. Promises just don't work. ChatGPT was promised to replace software developers. Every tech company promises that it will never get hacked. Yet they still do. Somebody having the backdoor access to this data that is getting captured every 5 seconds is immensely valuable. I think we have reached a point where browser cookies and trackers and local storage in your browsers track who you are is not enough. That they are going a one step forward with this, and they are just saying, screw it, we are monitoring you every 5 seconds against your will. The least that they could do for these viewers, for Microsoft, that they could do to the customers is turn off that feature if they don't want it. They could say it as, hey, we have this feature that you can turn on and it will start working this way, and have an indicator that you have this feature turned on. And the moment you turn it off, then it's off. I shouldn't be needed to have a feature shoved down my throat being like, you need this. Nobody needs this. Nobody needs to be taken a screenshot of every 5 seconds for their own reference later. Like, stop bullshitting us with this argument, please. At least make it optional. That's the bare minimum you can do to your customers who are paying you money for your software. That, yeah, I don't need this feature, take it away. What level of capitalism have we reached at this point? Where features like this feature every 5 seconds, are you kidding me right now? 12 screenshots a minute, 60 screenshots an hour. Like, no, 12 times 30, 360 screenshots an hour. Holy moly.
There is right now no evidence for computers that have recall enabled that any of that telemetry is going out to Microsoft. All of the processing is done, again, locally.
Yeah, because nobody is reviewing the code, are they? Nobody is making sure that the code that has been written for this feature has anything like that. And even if it is not written now, Windows can release an update tomorrow, and in that update, they can just choose to not say anything about the recall feature, and they can just inject code into the OS of the browser, OS of the system, and they can just start taking the data. Sir, in which company you work? No, Harsh, I am a freelancer. I don't work in one company. And what is your salary? My salary is decent. I don't. The problem with freelancing is that I can't answer the question, what is my salary? Every month it's different. 1 month I'm making like 6,000 rupees. The next month I'm making like 40,000, 45,000 rupees. So it's different for every month. अभी अगर कोई स्टार्टअप शुरू करे तो क्या करना चाहिए? First of all, you have to have a product idea. Otherwise, don't do a startup, please. Product idea you have to have. You have to build a something prototype that you can convince investors to put money into your company. And yeah, and you go from there. Freelancing and YouTube for income is enough for you. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's enough. I would say it is, yeah. I don't worry about Patreon or anything. The ad revenue that I earn from YouTube is more than enough that I think I can. And the main money that I earn from my freelancing, yeah, it's all enough. Nothing is enough until you decide what's enough. Yeah, exactly. Bro, what is stopping you to start a company? I explained, bro. It will blacklist me from applying to companies if I do that. I think I'm not mature enough yet to start a company of my own. Starting company is not easy. It's a different route. Yeah, exactly. What if someone got control as in full access of one's local computer? Does that mean outsider will all have the past data? Yeah, exactly. They don't talk about the expiry of the data. They don't talk about how much storage it's going to consume. They don't talk about basically, like, if your computer is connected to a local network where somebody has remote access, do they have the access or not? It's all promises.
On your NPU. So that data exists on your computer and then your NPU is doing the processing.
What do you do? What's good salary for fresher according to you? I would say any salary is good for a fresher. The whole objective of a fresher salary is to remove that fresher tag off of the resume. So if you get paid anything, it's good. Yeah, that's my opinion on this. Yeah, Harsh, please don't spam. Um, what do you do to organize and refactor your code? organize your code, I mean. I don't use anything for organizing. I just make sure that I'm writing small functions, like 10-line functions. Like inside this index.js, you can see that it's very small functions I write, broken down, not in this project, but other projects that I do on. That is how I organize my code. And there's a structure I follow, that controllers should be in controllers folder, route should be in routes folder, and no business logic should stay in the folder where it doesn't belong. So those ideas I do. Is there a way to make a living where I could get more time, just code and do art to create what I want? Yeah, sure. Anything is possible, bro. Hey, recently I got freelance project of UK client. It's a blockchain file sharing. They want to so how much I can charge them. I told them 10K an hour. And I realized, कम बताया मैंने. Yes, you did. You did. You did sell us at 10K. Yeah. What actually work you do? I'm a freelance backend developer. So Shopify applications and any backend work that gets given to me. Yeah, I do that. Yes, for a blockchain file sharing platform, 10K is so less, so less. You should have talked to me beforehand. Yeah.
So then the question you're probably asking is, why is this such a security vulnerability? Well, there are two, I think, primary issues that I have with this. The first being, yes, the data is stored locally. It is good that Microsoft is not collecting it up to the cloud. You don't want Microsoft to have access to that data. Even if it's encrypted, you get into this question of who has the keys, where does all that key information live. But from a personal privacy standpoint, if I had a folder on my desktop and it said tax information, right? I would be very nervous that if I ever got hacked, that folder would be targeted as a piece of information that a hacker could take and use to hold me ransom, use to steal my identity, or anything like that. Consider the case that now instead of having a folder called tax information, I literally have an infinitely long tape reel of everything I've done on my computer ever, as well as metadata that can be searched through that is just like text that you can search to see what kind of things I'm doing on my computer. So for example,
yeah, exactly. This metadata that is containing every change that you ever did in your tax information folder is brutally valuable. It can bring a company like Google down if they get hacked and somebody gets a hand on this type of information. It is such a valuable data that what you did and how you got there. So basically, if you are creating a startup and you're writing a project from scratch, it is recording every step of your keystrokes, every step of the project that you went through. So somebody getting the access to that data is now able to not only see at the final code that you presented, that you created, they are also able to see how you got there. Man, that is like, holy shit. Okay. Okay. Is Apple more secure than Android? Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm currently getting an internship opportunity at a cybersec firm. Is there future in cybersec? I mean, there are various jobs in cybersec. No. Cybersecurity has scope. Go for it. What do you recommend to learn backend and security? Node.js. We should start there. Yeah. How much minimum should I ask for that project? An approx range? At least 150,000 INR. I would have said. Blockchain file sharing platform. 100%. I will start from 150,000 INR. Privacy is dead. Yeah, it is. Okay. I think we are 5 minutes over our stream. Thank you for joining, and I will see you in the next video I post. Be sure to stay tuned. These are some videos that I find interesting that I will react to, and yeah. Yeah, and just as a tidbit, I'm doing a podcast with Utkarsh, a YouTube channel that has like 13,000 subscribers. So I'm doing a podcast with him. So you guys can tune in and you can watch that podcast. I'm going to be talking in Hindi in that podcast. So, you know, what the fuck should I tell them to give me more? Give you more what? Yeah, obviously. Talk to me on Discord, Fury. Yeah, you too, Tom. Okay, thank you guys.